Alright, so today we're going to be doing more basic algebra, write an expression without negative exponents. Alright, so the first problem we have is going to be 3 to the negative 7. So whenever I'm doing a problem like this, I usually look at the exponent. Usually when you have a negative exponent, you're going to do some kind of flipping. So if it's on the top, you're going to have to flip it to the bottom. If it's on the bottom, you're going to have to flip it to the top. So since this is basically this, you're going to have to flip that 3 to the bottom. So it's going to be 1 over 3 to the 7th. And the reason that you can see this problem, anything can be divided by 1. So it's really 3 over 1. So this is equal to 1 over 3 to the 7th power. So the next problem we have, this one may be a little tricky. So x to the 5th to the negative 5th and y to the negative 4th. So like I said, whenever you have negative exponents, you have to flip them versus it being on the denominator or on the numerator. You usually have to flip them a certain kind of way. So with this x to the negative 5th, you got to flip that to the bottom. So it'll be x to the 5th on the bottom. And then with the y to the negative 4th, it's going to get flipped to the top. Whoops, that's just the 4th. So it'll be y to the 4th. And this would be your final answer. Let's do a couple more. So let's see, we have a to the negative 2nd and b to the negative 8th. So whenever you have that negative exponent, it gets flips. So it'll be a to the 2nd, or a squared on the bottom, and b to the 8th on top. Let's do another one. So this one will have a couple more variables in it. So m to the negative 2nd, n to the negative 10th, and let's do t to the negative 6, and let's do w squared. All right, so this first one has m to the negative 2. So whenever you have that negative exponent, you're going to have to flip it. So m squared on the bottom. And then you have n right here, n to the negative 10, which would make it n to the 10th on the bottom. Now, when you got a t right here to the negative 6, so that's going to get flipped to the top. And then this w is just going to stay where it's at because it's not negative or anything. So it just stays on the bottom. So that would be the final answer on that one. And then we'll try one more, just to get a little extra more practice. So we have x to the negative 10th, y to the negative 20th, and on the bottom we'll have z to the 10th, and we'll do, let's see, x to the 10th. So in this problem, we'll have, as you see, we have that negative x to the negative 10th on the top, which it'll get flipped to the bottom. And since we already have an x to the 10th on the bottom, we'll end up with x to the 20th. And then we have this y that's to the negative 20th, which it has a negative exponent, so it gets flipped to the bottom. So it'll be y to the 20th. And then we already have a z down there as well, because it has a positive exponent, so it stays where it's at. And then everything on top goes away, but we still have 1 left up top, because you can still multiply this whole thing by 1. So you're left with 1 on the top. And this would be the final answer. So if you need more help, I'll be sure I can make more videos and different things as well. If you like this video, be sure to like and then subscribe. There will be more videos going up soon, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.